What's up, and welcome back to another episode of the Ron and the Nerd podcast with your boy, Jordan Conley. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good was that accent? 10 being the lowest and 1 being low. Because it was bad. It wasn't good. And you know what? I'm aware of it. And you know what? That's the first part to understanding and accepting the problem is to admit it, right? So, yeah, but how are you doing? I hope you're having a fantastic day, afternoon, evening, whenever you are listening to this. And if you are not, I hope you listening to this episode will bring laughter to your heart and a smile to your face. And I know that might sound cheesy, but I love rom-coms. So you could just take that to the face. Take it to the face. Hey, yeah, yes. What's up, man? Snap, let's just jump in. You know, the usual. The last episode we talked about the best Disney album songs, which that list was all over the place. That was a very long list, and it took me a long time to figure out how to get to that list. But today I actually want to talk about the top 3, okay? Top 3 Dreamworks movies. All right, because DreamWorks have been dropping fantastic movies. We're talking movies that rival some of the best animated movies ever. Matter of fact, on that, I still need to watch. Wait, has it come out yet? I don't think The Wild Robot has come out yet. That's a movie I really want to watch. I've heard a lot of fantastic things about it. More specifically, Straw Hat Goofy, Juju, he raves about that movie. So now I got to watch it just on principle of like, yo, if this movie's as great as you talk about, then I got to see it. I got to see it. But as far as DreamWorks movie, do I want to do top 5? And do I want to do the top 5? Here's the thing. This is the wild part about it. Is do I want to do it? Because if I do it, I would have to figure out, you know what? Let me do it. Let me go get my laptop. Okay, we got the laptop. Let me type in, because I feel like I know my top 3. But do I know my top 5? That's where the real question comes in. But okay. All right, we're good. Let's go top 5 DreamWorks movies. I'm looking at this whole list right here. And honestly, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, there's some movies that may not make it on this list. I know for sure if it's like a movie that has sequels, I'm gonna just choose one of those movies. Does that, like, I don't want to be like, oh, it's gonna be How to Train Your Dragon 1, 2, and 3 on separate ones. Like, no, I'm gonna just choose one out of the 3 and just go from there. So I feel like that's the safest thing to do. So let's do this. Oh snap! You know what? I just thought about this. I'm intrigued on if we accept it, then spinoffs may. I mean, it's my list. What do I mean if we accept it? It's my list, so I could do whatever I want to do with my list. So for my list, I think spinoffs should count. I think they should count. Yeah. Let's just go. We're going top 5. All right. So, coming in at number 5 for my personal top 5 all-time DreamWorks movies. My number 5 is actually going to be The Road to El Dorado. I absolutely love that movie. I feel like that movie is DreamWorks version of like Atlantis for Disney. You know, you're trying to find that lost city, and El Dorado is El Dorado. The movie's so good. I think both of the characters, and mind you, I'm blanking on both of their names, but it's the two brothers, or they could be best friends, but I actually do think they're brothers. This movie came out in the year 2000. I actually just showed this to my wife. She loved the movie. It's so good. It just stands the test of time. They're trying to find this lost city of gold. They're both kind of like, not tricksters per se, but they're what's the word for it? They always get one over on you. They're those people. They play quick games to like equivalent to Aladdin. I just can't think of what that word is. They're con artists. There it is. They're kind of like con artists trying to get away with little stuff in their town, and then when they get to El Dorado, it's they happen to find it, Lost City of Gold, and they con their way into kind of fitting in until it affects one of the brothers more heavily, and he realizes he loves El Dorado. And that's the brother who's the blonde brother. But then you have the dark-haired brother. He's the one who's like, "Hey, I fell in love and I'm trying to get back home. Oh, 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 I want to go home." So, you got that. Then you got what's the girl's name in the movie? What's her name? I don't remember her name. But the dark-haired brother, I'm so not good at explaining this properly. I'm not. But you know what? It's okay. Let's go Road to El Dorado characters. Road to El Dorado characters. Okay, Chell, that's her name. Unless it's Chell, but I think it's Chell. Great. Fantastic. What perfect as far as helping these brothers con the rest of El Dorado into just believing that they're gods. And then they had a fantastic villain in this movie in Sekol Khan. Zekol Khan. It starts with a T. It's TZ. And like, if I remembered how school works, honestly, we don't really know how to pronounce words properly. And the way we do don't forget, pterodactyl starts with a P. So it's like, in this case, TZ, I'm gonna just say Zekol Khan. We're just gonna act like the T ain't even there. Okay, the T has the invisible cloak on, and he doesn't exist. So it's Zekol Khan. He's a wonderful villain. He's the sorcerer of El Dorado, and he's able to like manipulate objects and kind of make potions and spells and things like that. And he has their version of, I guess, the prophecy tablet or Bible or whatever it is, and he sees a vision of these. He sees on the tablet the two guys that come in to, they're gods. And you realize later on in the movie it's not them. It's actually the other bad guy in the movie named Cortez, played by Jim Cummings. He's great. He voiced so many stuff. But yeah, so all that to say, Road to El Dorado was amazing. And then you got the character of Chief. Chief is wonderful. Chief is like the Pacha of this movie. He's so good, so lovable, so sweet, so caring. The Road to El Dorado is so good. Also, the music in it is fantastic as well. Mind you, because the Road to El Dorado is in here, it does mean some other movies just aren't going to make it. And I'm so sorry about that, because me personally, I'm fully aware that there is going to be a movie on here that in the Dreamworks that should be on my top 5 for obvious reasons, that it's arguably one of the best animated movies, but it's not making my own personal top 5. But either way, let us continue, please. Okay, so number 5 is The Road to El Dorado. Coming in at number 4, let me double check. I literally have the list up right here just to confirm, because I wasn't really planning on doing a top 5. I was just planning on doing a top 3. But now that we're doing top 5, let me just confirm what number 4 is about to be. Okay, so for me personally, let's go. What was my top 3? It was Hamana, and then Hamana. So then that honestly leaves a lot of great movies. Okay, let's go number 4 for me in this. I guess I just have to do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm so sorry. Number 4 for me is gonna be, I think it's gonna be the movie Ants. I love Ants. I really do. Ants is a fantastic movie. When it comes to ants versus A Bug's Life, which a decade age long, everything, centuries long battle of which movie people like more. And I'm firmly planted, flag planted in the Ants side of the field. Okay, Ants versus Bugs Life is a great movie, but like it's something about Ants where it's like, nah, fam, this is really what Ants be doing. Me personally, I just feel like they did a great job at really depicting a bug's life in regards to ants. Where in a bug's life, these bugs are circus. You got circus animals. You got the ladybug, who's amazing character. Love him. You got the caterpillar. None of these. It's, mind you, it is animated. I'm fully aware of that, but it's just like a bug's life is less believable than the movie Ants to me, which sounds dumb to say because they're just movies. None of them are real. But it's like Ants is a little bit more based in the reality of what ants go through. You know what I mean? They're just building. They're just building, taking care of the queen. They out here fighting, what was it, beetles? I think they were fighting beetles or whatever that was. And then you got the magnifying glass. You got them trying to make like their home is about to be flooded, so they had to build that ant ladder bridge thing that we've all seen for real in real life. It just really sticks. Sylvester Stallone is in it. I'm just saying, there's a lot of things that go into Ants, and personally, my number 4 would be Ants. I'm gonna just say it now because feelings are gonna be hurt. Prince of Egypt ain't in my list. I absolutely love Prince of Egypt, but if we're talking about movies that I have watched countless times over, where I'm like, oh, I gotta Prince of Egypt, you just can't sit and just watch that on a whim. You can't just be like, man, you know what I'm feeling like? I'm feeling like watching treachery right now and torture. That's what I want to watch. I want to watch darkness until we overcome that darkness. No, it's gonna take me a second to get through that. So mind you, again, I'm saying it already. Prince of Egypt is fantastic, but for my personal top 5, it didn't make my top 5 list. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But it's a fantastic movie. It's a brilliant movie. But just my personal top 5. It's really my top 5 of like what do I watch a lot of. And Prince of Egypt, I think the last time I watched it, I was a teenager. I'm 31 now, so it's like, I can't. I mean, the music's brilliant. The whole everything is brilliant. It's one of the one Christian movies or like Bible movies where it was accepted by everybody. It's like Prince of Egypt, Joseph the King of Dreams, and then so yeah, you got Prince of Egypt, Joseph King of Dreams, Veggie Tales, and then the Passion of the Christ. I feel like those are the most, like, everybody, no matter what religion, anything you are, you know these 4 movies. So yeah, Prince of Egypt is I think the best in all of those movies, but it just didn't make my top 5. I'm so sorry. Get mad at me, and if you want to get mad at me, trust me, I won't fight you because I will understand exactly where you're coming from. But either way, if I continue, so number 5 is The Road to El Dorado. Number 4 is Ants. Coming in at number 3, it's actually a newcomer to this whole thing. Oh, wait. Shoot. Do I want to put Ants there? Dang. Hold up. Yeah. Dang. I think I'm going to stick with that. I'll tell you what I'm struggling with right now. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Oh my gosh. Oh to the gosh. That movie is brilliant. Puss in Boots: Last Wish. Can I tell you the reason why we watched that movie is like the first Puss in Boots movie, I enjoy it. It's a good movie. Like, it's nothing. It's fine. Like, it's a fine movie. Like, I don't watch it again. I get it. I understand what the movie's about. But, like, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish came out, and I was like, oh, yeah, we'll watch this at some point. Don't know when, but we'll watch it at some point. And then the Oscars came around, and we noticed that Puss in Boots: The Last Wish was nominated for an Oscar. And then, like, we saw the movie on, like, I don't remember if it was like Peacock. It might have been Peacock because Universal and DreamWorks, all that stuff. And like I was like, babe, we should watch this. It was up for an Oscar, and she was like, yeah. We sat down. Jaw was dropped most of that movie. That movie is so good. I borderline want to move my list around so I could put this movie in my top 5, but I'm just let it go. And this is how wild it is. I've only seen it once. And it has such a lasting effect as far as how good that movie is. That's how great it is. I'm just like, whoa, movie's brilliant. So either way, we'll just put Prince of Egypt. We'll put we'll put Puss in Boots: The Last Wish as an honorable mention. That's what we'll do because I really want to put it on this list. But my top 3 are almost unmovable. Immovable. Guys, stay in school. So yeah, my top 3 are pretty much immovable. So coming in at number 3, and this is where I'm honestly torn. Okay, I'll tell you what's in my brain right now, just so there's no confusion. What's in my brain right now is Kung Fu Panda. Now the question is 1, 2, 3, or 4. Because I think all 4 entries of Kung Fu Panda are solid. Like solid. I think for the sake of how good all of them are, I think I might just go Kung Fu Panda number 1. Because the first one was great. The introduction of Po, and then you got Mantis, you got Snake, you got Tigress. I don't remember the snake's name. I just remember the praying mantis. They called him Mantis. And then you had the monkey who was played by Jackie Chan. But was his name Monkey? I don't think his name was Monkey. I don't remember. Basically, the animals you had Po, you had the mantis, you had the tigress. That was her name for sure. Then you had monkey, and then you had snake. All of them as a group, solid group. Then you had was it Master Po? I think it was Master Po. You had the rat, and then you had the turtle. Or tortoise. It's fantastic. Just learning about everyone. I really liked the 4th one. There's 4 of them, right? Yeah, I really did like the 4th one. Yeah, because the 4th one had Viola Davis as the villain. Really great movie. Really, really good. The 3rd one, really enjoyed the 3rd one because that was Po finding his original family of pandas. And then the 2nd one, that's the one thing I'm trying to remember is who was the villain in the 2nd one? Who was the 2nd one? Bro, do I not remember the 2nd one? Hold on. Who the crap was the 2nd one? This is Friends, Dangerous Threatens Po, The Secret Weapon to Wipe Out China. No, but okay, I'm reading that, but who was the villain? Sorry. Oh, how about I just type in Kung Fu Panda 2 villain? Oh, Lord Shin. That's right. Okay, we got it. He kind of came back. Oh no, it was Boss Wolf. Oh yeah. Okay, so it was Lord Shin came back, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. Yeah, he came back in the 2nd one, and then you had the wolf who was also part of the thing. But I mean, Lord Shin is in the 1st one, and he's honestly just perfect in the 1st one. Oh crap! No, it's not. Tai Lung, that's his name. Lord Shin is somebody different. Never mind. Tai Lung is who I was thinking of. So who the crap is Lord Shin? Let me see a picture of Lord Shin, because what? Who is Lord Shin? Show me a photo, please. Because why do I feel I thought it was the tiger dude. But maybe it's not. What? Okay, well now you're just taking too long. Show me a picture, please. Oh, it was the peacock. That's the 2nd one. There we go. Lord Shin was really good. That took me way too long to figure that out. I'm so sorry. Tai Lung was the 1st one. In my mind, Lord Shin was the 1st one. But okay, now I remember Lord Shin. Yeah, Kung Fu Panda 2 is really great. But I think if I had to choose of all of these things, I think just for the sake of trying to remember everything, Kung Fu Panda the 1st one is just knee deep in my brain. So we're gonna go. Kung Fu Panda is coming in at number 3. So then number 2. I think, I know more people talk about, for more people, I think Shrek 2 is the best Shrek. I think. Could be wrong. I could be wrong. But the first Shrek is just mega iconic. Obviously, the second Shrek you're dealing with, isn't that you're dealing with Fairy Godmother, right? I think the second Shrek you're dealing with Fairy Godmother, and Shrek is going to meet Fiona's family over in I don't remember the name of the town. I really don't remember the name of the town. Returning to honeymoon, moves and Shrek and Fiona lead to her parents having heard. Yep, I was right. Far, far away. Far, far away. Far, far away. That's what it is. So really fantastic movie. But for me personally, the first Shrek is just brilliant. Is just crap. Wait, but now that I'm saying it, I'm starting to remember a crap ton about Shrek 2. Now that I'm talking about it, I'm like, wait, I do remember almost everything about Shrek 2. Dang it, I might do Shrek 2. Do I do Shrek 2 over Shrek 1? Yeah, because then you got to deal with Shrek doesn't realize Fairy Godmother's against him, and he makes a wish that he could be human, so you can see Shrek as a human. Looks great as a human. That's a good looking. He got a strong jaw as a human. And then Fiona ends up kind of with Prince Charming. I forgot exactly how that went down. Oh, she was under a spell. There we go. Crap. I think I'm going to go Shrek 2. Dang. I think I'm going to go Shrek 2. Shoot. Yeah, let's go Shrek 2. You're going to go. So Shrek 2 is coming in at number 2. All right. I was thinking about everything. I remember, I started remembering the one scene that really popped out where I was like, I do remember more about Shrek 2. It was when Fairy Godmother and Prince Charming pulled up at the fast food window. I remembered that. So yeah, okay, let's go. Let's go Shrek 2 at number 2. And then coming in at number 1, continuing with all things sequels and stuff. And keep in mind, I'm still going to be going back and forth because I do want to remember specifically which one I like more. But let's just say, I think I'm just going to go number 1, How to Train Your Dragon, the first one. The first How to Train Your Dragon, I think, is the most perfect. It's absolutely one of my all-time favorite animated movies. How to Train Your Dragon is so good. It's so good. They're talking about making a live-action movie of it. All I'm saying is I saw an image of Hiccup as an adult standing next to John Krasinski, saying John Krasinski's gonna play him, and trust me when I tell you, I just need that to happen. I need John Krasinski to be adult Hiccup, and that's obviously when you get to like How to Train Your Dragon 3 and things like that. But How to Train Your Dragon, I think as a series, I think it's the best animated series at the moment. That's all I'll say. Actually, no, that's not all I'll say because I can explain why. That's stupid. So, How to Train Your Dragon, I think, is the best animated series as far as like every movie slaps. Every movie to me is amazing. Okay, you got the first How to Train Your Dragon. You're dealing with them trying to, you're dealing with Hiccup finding the dragons and actually being the one, kind of just like his mother, understanding like, oh, you know, she just was different from how everybody else was, and then he learns that dragons are actually okay. They're more afraid of us than we are of them, and then you know they're pets in a sense, quotation marks, not really pets, but like, you know what I'm saying, like the barbarians are, I'm blanking on what they're called, we're just gonna say barbarians for now. They are all about hunting and killing dragons. Hiccup's dad is upset about dragons because as far as he knows, with quotation marks, because of the second one obviously, as far as he knows, a dragon is the reason his wife died. But yeah, so either way, that's brilliant. Hiccup finds Toothless. The rest is history. Then you have part 2, and part 2 is about this dragon hunter dude. It's not really a dragon. It's someone who's trying to get in control of all the dragons, and he has like, I think is he trying to kill the dragons? I think he's trying to hunt the dragons. That's what it is. Because the second one is where you learn there's a whole like world of dragons, and the dragons are being there's like a mama mega Godzilla of all the dragons, and Hiccup's mom is alive. When Hiccup's mom and dad see each other after he thought she was dead, and he says, "You're more beautiful than the day I met you," or whatever he said. Bruh, I almost cried in that theater. I mean, like when I say I almost cried, I mean my eyes water, but the tear never fell. It never fell. Never fell down. So, but man, oh, that's so good. Like that part in that movie was so good. So just all of that, and then Hiccup actually being able to bond with his mom and understanding that they all like that. Him and his mom are very similar in how they are towards the dragons, and they have to take down the dude, the big dude. He's just a big guy. I just don't remember, because 2 and 3 are similar in the sense of the villain. Because I think 3, oh, that's what it is. 2, he's a dragon slayer. He's he wants to take over the world of dragons. And in order to do that, he wants to enslave kind of the very, very big dragon. And then number 3 is about the guy who has, if I'm correct, he's collected all the dragons, and he just wants, he needs Toothless. Yeah. Yeah. Also in number 2, the villain guy, he takes control of Toothless for a second, and then that moment where Hiccup has to like convince Toothless that like, no, it's okay, it's me, blah blah blah, like that part, beautiful, brilliant. So yeah, so blah, 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 blah. Oh, there we go. The third one is he's the dragon guy who's about killing dragons. There we go. Okay. Either way, the How to Train Your Dragon franchise, I think is the best animated series for now, because the Spider-Verse is about to beat that with this third movie coming out, which is I think Beyond the Spider-Verse. Because right now those first 2 movies are all brilliant. They are, I at the moment, they are the greatest animated movies I've ever seen in my entire life. Nothing, no matter what my childhood says, no matter what anything else says, the Spider-Verse movies, oh my gosh, it trumps everything. It trumps everything. Literally, our baby's middle name is about to be Miles Morales because of how good these movies are. Also because I'm black and my wife is Mexican, so it's like black and Latino, Miles Morales. Okay, yeah, but like, yeah, that's the list though. So we got number 5 is Road to El Dorado. Number 4 is Ants. Actually, yeah, no, I like it. Number 5 is Road to El Dorado. Number 4 is Ants. Number 3 is Kung Fu Panda. Number 2 is Shrek 2, and number 1 is How to Train Your Dragon, the first one. So that's the list. If we did honorable mentions, it would be, let me go back to confirm my honorable mentions. It would be Prince of Egypt, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, and then, you know what I need to do? I need to rewatch Madagascar. I do love Madagascar, but it wasn't like a, oh, I gotta be on my list. I don't know why I spoke like that. But yeah, it would be, oh, you know what's trippy? I think I like, and this might be blasphemous, but I think I like the Croods more than I like Madagascar. I think. Don't at me, okay? I'm just saying I think. But we would go Prince of Egypt, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, and probably Chicken Run would probably be my 3 honorable mentions for best DreamWorks movies. But yeah, that's about it. Honestly, let me know what you think about this list. If you like it, tell me. If you don't like it, I would get it. I wouldn't even argue with you if you don't like my list and you're like, why would you not put Prince of Egypt on that list? I can't believe you didn't put Prince of Egypt on that list. I don't think you talk like that, but if you think that should have been in there, I get it. If you think Ants shouldn't be on this list, I get it. If you think El Dorado shouldn't be on this list, that one I'll fight for. I will fight for El Dorado. I will still fight for Ants. I will for sure still fight for Ants. I know you got Madagascar and you got Trolls and you got what else am I thinking of? I mean, I already said the Croods. You got Spirit. You got Flushed Away. Great. Rise of the Guardians, Over the Hedge. There's a lot of them that you can probably argue. But if you just want to argue that Prince of Egypt should be in there, or maybe even Chicken Run, or maybe even Puss in Boots: Last Wish, I won't argue you on those because all 3 of those movies are brilliant. But either way, that's my list. Let me know. Leave it in the comment section. Like it if you're on YouTube. Share it if you're on YouTube, or if you're on the podcast. Leave a review. Leave a comment, and then what else is there to do? Do all the things that that people be saying to do in their videos. Do that for my videos because because I don't ever be knowing what to say when I get to this part. But either way, that's it. I'll catch you next time. We might talk about Spider-Verse on the next one, but yeah, we'll find out next week. Catch you later. Peace.